So guys, on the 6th of February, I entered into this gold longs. I didn't know this was going to be the most stressful, the most annoying, the most longest, like the most everything about trading I've ever taken in my journey. I took this trade. I realized that there was a couple of mistakes because I was supposed to raise 1% on the account, which is always $100. I ended up risking $70, and the mistake was because my stop loss was too huge that the only loss size I could use was a 0.01, but I didn't realize it at the moment. After I entered the 0.01, rack my stop loss, I saw that my stop loss was just $70, which I normally risk $100 per trade based on how I trade. So what happened? Instead of me to go for 3 times what I normally risk, because it's going to distract my journal and how I trade, because I'm risking a fixed amount. So how come if I raise the $70, it's gonna be, when you lose twice you can't cover it. But when I raise $100, and I am always okay with what I follow, I don't want to break it. So what I decided to do was, okay, since I always raise $100 and now it's $70, I will still go for $300 my TP, regardless of whatever happened. But if I was supposed to go for what I expected, which was the $70, I would have been out of the trade. But I wasn't going to go for that. I was still going for my 1:3, giving me a huge take profit target. This was gold, and last week and whatever. See how gold I've been playing. So I entered the trade, started moving well. Before I ended on, it was on Friday. It moved like 1:1.5, then the market closed. Last week we came, the whole of last week played out. We got into CP NFP. I was putting clips along the line. We got into NFP. Then already my 1:3 has already reached base. If I was to close at $70 per trade risk, I would have gone for $210 or so. That's like 1:2 based on my normal risk. So I was not going for that. I was going for 1:3, which is a bit higher. It was above a resistance level. So price started being choppy the whole of last week. I'll be putting clips or some videos along the line. NFP video I recorded, price dropped, started rejecting back. It didn't hit my stop loss. The whole of last week there was this thought of, should I close this trade or I should just leave it to run? And the reason why I didn't close the trade was because I don't have it in my rule whereby I'll enter a trade and whatsoever reason I'll just close. The only thing is I break even. It's either I win, I lose, or I break even. Let's say my trade management. I enter, I break even, I lose, or I win. So me closing the trade out of nowhere was yes, and I was okay. If the trade pulled back to my break even level, I was okay. But it was either I go for my so right now the only thing about this trade is either it goes to my direction or we stop at break even. I held this trade last week. This is my most longest trade I've ever held, like I said, because I've never held a trade even up for 3 days. And holding a trade for like 10 days, if I'm not lying. If I'm recording this video today is, let me check time. Today is the 16th of February, and I took the trade on the 6th of February. So that's like 10 fucking days. And I'm still holding the trade as I'm recording this video, but I don't know. I just feel like I should share with you. This is my most worst. But the trade, it was a very good setup, like A+ setup to be precise. It followed my rules, but followed my plan. But where I should have started, like, it was just so complicated that I took my stop loss to a place where I thought that was the correct level, but based on my strategy, my stop loss was not supposed to be there. My stop loss was supposed to be a bit lower. That place I would have been out like 1:3, 1:4, even before the trade hit my target. But I kept my stop loss way down below, thinking that at that same resistance level it was going to give me 1:3 perfect, and I'll still get up with my $300. I entered my calculation, entered my risk 0.01, stop loss $70, and that's where everything started. If I add another position, it will be more than my risk. So it was either I just go for that $70 1:3, or I hold it for my $30 and $300, and I was okay to hold it for that. It moved well. It hit my. If it was not 0.01 and it was any other loss size that would give me my stop loss as $100 and my take profit as $300, I would have been out of that trade way early. But because It was a 0.01 because the stop loss was very huge, and now I'm still holding the trade, and it's just so fucking annoying, but I don't even know what to do. Whether I should close the trade, I should leave it to run after 10 days. I'm still holding. The worst outcome is either TP or break even. That's the worst outcome of the trade. It's either a hit take profit or hit break even, and right now it's around 1:1.8 or whatsoever. It's just so fucking annoying. And the experience holding this trade is, I don't really care, and I don't know why I don't really care about the trade. Is it because I break even, or is it because it can do whatever it wants to do? Because I cannot control the market. If I see certain momentum that price is moving to my take profit, I might even remove my take profit, because this trade has really stressed me, and I'll go for more. If I see good buyers that this trade can still go for buyers and it can go for more, I'll remove my take profit and go for more, because this particular trade has really stressed me. And there was time that I almost clicked the button to close the trade, but looking at my plan, I have nothing like that. I just have to continue holding, because I don't also have something on my plan that I don't have to hold trade for 2 or 3 days. I don't have it like that, so you'll see that I just keep holding. Once I hit my 1:3, I am okay, but taking it at $210, I am not okay. Like, I am not fucking okay, because that's not what I do. I don't know whether you've ever had this experience. Drop in the comment section. My name is The Sympathy, a forex trader based here in Ghana, documenting my entire forex journey here on YouTube. Way to profitability. We are not yet profitable, but there's this kind of excitement in me that I am way too close. No results, like I have no results, no proof to show you, but I am way too close. That's what I feel. I feel like I'm at break even right now, because I've been trading this particular account for about, is it 6 or 7 months. So I've not blown the account. I've gone into huge drawdown, like 50% of the account. I've come back. I'm still at break even. I am not moving forward. I'm not blowing the account, and I'm not also being drawdown. It's just between the initial price, little profit, small drawdown, initial price, little profit, small drawdown. I just don't fucking know what is going on with my trading. I just feel excited that I am way too close. I just need to figure out something on my journal, figure out something within my trading, and just to put strict rules on certain things. I just don't know. I don't want to make this video. I just want to share with you my worst and most. That's my worst trade ever. Holding a trade. Now, sometimes I've just forgotten to trade that. It might even be 1 or 2 days, because I have alerts. 1 or 2 days I've not checked on my MT5. I barely checked on my check on my MT5. That's how that's how I trade. I barely check on my MT5. I am not that kind of person. Small time on my MT5, small time. No, I barely checked it. The month of January, or I traded without seeing my PNL, like my MT5 PNL. The only thing I do, I just when I enter my MT5, I just tap on the pair, tap on the chart, and I take my trade. That's the only place that I see my profit running. But for me to go and see this is the balance, I traded for the whole of January without seeing my balance, and it was incredible. I was in almost 50% drawdown. I came out of the drawdown, made another 2% profit, but lost it in this February, and now we are still at break even. So this February, I'm not addicted to my PNL. That's something I don't do. I'm not addicted to my PNL. I don't know why. I just feel like I should just continue talking about my trading, talking about anything related to my trading. But I don't know. I just want to make this video short by saying this gold trade has really stressed me a lot, and I'm still holding it. So anytime you see that gold is buying, know that the boy is gonna hit TP. But if gold sells to the previous low, know that I'm out of the trade. Yeah, that's it. Anytime you see gold buy, or from today being Monday to Friday, if you see gold pumping, just know that the boy have hit TP, and maybe I'm still holding for more. But if gold should drop on the fall, if gold should drop to the previous low, Right now, gold is creating something like a double top on the 4 hour. Based on the strategy, you can see that it gave us a high, a low, and it failed to break the previous high, and it's just creating some sort of, it can drop like a drop, it then reach my stop loss, and it can break the previous resistance and continue high, or it can just drop to the low. So anyhow you see it, go pumping, I hit TP. Go dropping, I'm out of the trade. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment your thoughts in the comment section. Let's see how it goes.